Hey, tomorrow is Made in the USA Day. That's right. July 2nd is Made in the USA Day, and our friends at Full Focus Planner are running a sale on their daily planner. At checkout, use the code USA5 to get $5 off single planners. Okay? Now, the sale runs between the 2nd of July and the 5th of July. Okay, so a few things on that. They found USA-based suppliers for really the full focus products, right? That's the classic planner, the coil planner, the full focus journals, all 100% made in America. So not only do you get an amazing daily planner that helps you beat overwhelm and get a lot more stuff done, I'm telling you, if you do not have a daily planner and you like to write stuff down, because this is analog, it's not digital, you got to try out the Full Focus Planner. So use the link in the show notes. Use the code USA5 at checkout to get $5 off. Go America.
You're listening to the Daily Business Podcast with your business coach, Mitch Alverson. This is the place for daily coaching because when you have a coach, you get better results.
Hey guys, happy July. So we are right in about the middle of Don Miller's book, Business Made Simple. If you were to, you're right in the middle of that sucker. And we're working through what Don calls the how to create strategy. I kind of call it Business 101. That's what I'm calling it in this podcast. But today we're talking about make and sell the right products. So if you don't have the book, go to Amazon, get the book. Today we're on page 81. We're going to go through this whole book together because it's such good business fundamentals. That's why it's called Business Made Simple, right? So we're using the analogy of a commercial airliner, right? And we talked about the body of the plane being the overhead. Today we're going to talk about the wings. And the wings, if we were the wings represent services and products, okay? And so what that means is there a demand for the products that we're selling, and are they profitable? So I feel like this is really basic. However, a lot of people wind up in trouble because they don't really know, how profitable the stuff they're selling is. So really, I think today's podcast is a call to ask you, do you know your numbers? Do you know what it costs to produce the products or services that you're selling? Do you know the profit margin on those products? And Don talks in the book about kind of a way to describe products. He says they should be light and they should be strong. And by light, he means they can be sold for considerable profit or a smaller profit, but at volume, right? So if I have a small profit margin, but I can sell, 10,000, well, then that accumulates to a nice amount of money that can cover a lot of costs. Are they strong? Is there strong demand for the product in the marketplace? And so there's a lot of ways to go about figuring that out, especially if you're already in business. I mean, I think it really goes back to the question of, do you know your numbers? If you've got some history on your products, then you've got some decent data. Okay. So what I would say there is let's dig into the data and figure out what's going on. Many, many times there's a thing called the Pareto principle, meaning that 80% of your sales are made up usually by about 20% of products. And is that true for you? If it is, then it puts you in a position. Once you know this information, the old saying, right? Information is power. Once you know that, let's say that's true, that 80% of your sales are made up by 20% of the products or services. Now we can look at the other stuff that we're putting time and money and energy into and say, should we be doing that? Do we even need those products? Can we just step on the gas on these products that are making up 20 or 80% of our sales and be even more profitable, grow even faster? It all comes about, right, when you know the numbers, when you can look at the data and say, oh, this is a no-brainer. We need to stop selling this and sell a lot more of this. So, here's the thing: to increase revenue and profit in your business, analyze whether or not the products you're selling are in demand and profitable. Yeah, that's it. So you got to get the data. So if you've been in business a while, you got to get the data. If you haven't been in business a while, that's a different story. There are ways to that, it takes a lot more time than this podcast, but there are ways to figure out, okay, is somebody interested in this thing that, I think is a good idea, but I'm not really sure. So there you go, guys. Have a great day. Happy July.
One second here. I'm finishing up clarifying a message using the StoryBrand 7-part framework. But you know what's cool though? You can do the same thing. There's going to be a live stream on July 19th and 20th where you can clarify your message so that your customers will engage. Guys, this is a 2-day workshop live stream with StoryBrand. These guys don't do anything half-a, okay? I am a StoryBrand certified guide, but these live streams are legit, okay? You're going to get virtual coaching from a guide like me. I can't promise that you'll get me, but you might. But yeah, it's 2 days of full-on live stream coaching, and at the end, you're going to create the only 7 messages you need to grow revenue for your business. You'll be clarifying your marketing in just 48 hours. And know, this is the big part, you're going to know you're doing it right. You're going to leave this live stream confident that you're doing things the right way. So sign up for the live stream. The link is in the show notes. All right? Big darn deal. Use that link. It means a lot to me if you do. So the cool thing, you don't have to fly. You don't have to buy any plane tickets. You don't have to do any of that stuff. They're going to deliver all this goodness, marketing goodness, right through the power of live streaming through the wonderful World Wide Web. So guys, sign up in the show notes. Do it. You'll be glad you did. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson. If you got time, please subscribe to the podcast and consider rating and reviewing the show. That way, other people will find us. By the way, I really love to hear from you guys, so please email me at mitch@3advisors.org with your feedback or questions. Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson.